All right, Machine Games, the founders of Wolfenstein, Youngblood, Wolfenstein 2, Wolfenstein, whatever. The Wolfenstein series, Machine Games. They the ones that creating. They the ones that bringing out Indiana Jones, the Great Circle for us. And then they said this their biggest game that they did. Let's see. I got articles. Yeah, new Indiana Jones game is the biggest the studio ever made. So, Indiana Jones is the Great Circle is nearly here. The big first-person action puzzler arrives on Xbox and PC next month. If you've been wondering just how big Indie Next Digital Adventure would be, well, but it sounds big. So, I'm not too I'm not I'm not too familiar with the Wolfenstein series, and I'm not really too familiar on machine games. But we having some we having some gray area when it comes down to this Indiana Jones game, guys. I also got another article, but I want to make sure I want to look through this and make sure I'm not going to miss anything. Yeah, just the biggest title that they did. They did Wolfenstein: The New Order is also good sequence. Yeah, also good in a sequel. I want to know who played the Wolfensteins because I haven't played none of these. The new Colossus. Yeah, I haven't played none of these. Those two games both took about 13 to 15 hours to complete, assuming you did the side content and didn't just rush to the end. It seems safe to assume that the Great Circle would sound like a much bigger game with maps you can revisit to find missed secrets. Which, when we had watched, if y'all guys had check out my deep dive, I had stated like the game looks like a Indiana Jones game. So if you watch the Indiana Jones movies and the way he had to figure the puzzles out, figure all that stuff, like the game have that. Like I'm not mad at that. Like they got easy puzzles, they got hard puzzles. They got puzzles that if you really sit there, you can figure something out. They got basically secret puzzles. So you're gonna get that feeling that you playing like Indiana Jones, but like my full concern is that it should have been third person, and it being first person. I said that it looks like a PlayStation VR. Like it looks like it can be on the PlayStation VR once it comes out in the spring. I feel like it would be a very good PlayStation VR game. But we shall see. What we shall see. And then say on the flip side, it would take. wait. All right. It said on the flip side, it will only take you about 10 hours to watch all 5 Indiana Jones movies. Well, this new game feels like 5 Indiana Jones movies smooth together. Though, or not, I say smooth, smushed together. We'll find out soon enough. Okay, that's it with this article. So, the next article that I found was after 3 hours with Indiana Jones, The Great Circle. I don't think it is a grand adventure Machine Games is pitching. It's just a fairly basic stealth game. Guys, red flag. Red flag. Okay. What it says, shortly before my hands-on with Indiana Jones: The Great Circle, a developer from Machine Games explained that this is not action adventure, but adventure action. He promised that this isn't just a cinema skin over the studio usual FPS combat. Instead, prioritizing the feel of Indiana Jones adventure. The problem is that's only half true. See, with that statement right there, I kind of understand that because it's hard to sell me. It's hard to sell me on you feeling like a true Indiana Jones character without being able to see that silhouette, without being able to see Indiana Jones himself. We're not seeing the cowboy hat, the whip, the the brown leather jacket. Like we not able to see him, but like Naughty Dog, like Nate, like you able to see Nate and you would have feel like Nate. But it being first person, I kind of understand the aspect because I mean we playing in his boots, but Indiana Jones is a huge character, man, and trying to make a game like third person should have been priority. That should have been a priority. Like let's be honest here, bro. So I understand that statement that he says as a statement of intent is exactly what you would want. It certainly wouldn't feel true to the character if Jones was simply going room to room, mowing down Nazis like BJ. Bad. I ain't about to say that, Dave. You want to see him bash some heads for sure, but also exploring, escaping, chasing, outwitting, and gently pulling off the impossible. The problem is, I don't think what the studios made here really is adventure action. After roughly 3 hours with it, I think it's basically just a stealth game. With that deep dive, certain aspects of the game kind of got that adventure action is like with the I think like the puzzles like with the puzzles, but then I kind of understand about the stealth game because you get to decide how you want to do your combat, how you want to handle the situation when somebody is there. Like you can kind of throw something to distract them so you can get right behind them, find something to get them behind, like knock them out. So I understand why he mean like it's just like just a stealth game. And then he says, as my demo takes me from Marshall College to Vatican City to the pyramids of Gaza, more than anything, what I'm doing is crouching behind boxes, waiting for guards to pass. That's not to say it's bad or boring stuff. It's mostly like and forgiving enough that you can make your way around fairly quickly. And cinematic touches give an extra spice. Stealth kills, for example, require an one used weapon from the environment each time, meaning you're constantly breaking shovels, wine bottles, fire poker, and saucepans over Nazi's heads. That's just an old-fashioned good time. um, and then they also say, I'm not going to too much dig in it because I understand what he means about it. Now I will say from the deep dive and the cutscenes that we've seen, the cutscenes feels like I'm watching an Indiana Jones movie. So I'm pretty sure this game, the cutscenes going to carry this game a whole lot compared to like the gameplay. But he says that the gameplay, the stealthiness of the being stealthy in the game is not boring, is fun, but he just doesn't like the fact that they calling the adventure action, and it doesn't feel like that. It just feel like a straight up stealth game because you're sitting there waiting to guards pass by and all that stuff. So I don't know, man. I don't know. Indiana Jones, I mean, like I said, like I got to buy Game Pass to be able to play it. I'm still thinking if I should buy Game Pass to try it out, but it should have came on. It should have dropped on PlayStation at the same time, but it's not coming out to PlayStation Spring 2025. I'm gonna be honest with you, the way it's looking, I don't think that we're gonna care that much to actually buy it for the PlayStation around that time, because that spring is a little too long for them to drop it on the PlayStation, and the way it's already going, it's not looking too good for Indiana Jones, guys. Guys, let me know if y'all going to play this game when it comes out on the 9th. But that just more news what I had seen about Indiana Jones and my questions, my concerns, and what I'm thinking about this game. I don't know. Only time can tell when it comes down to games like this. And like I said, they biggest game that they made. Wolfenstein. If y'all guys play that game, let me know down below. Let me know how those games are. So we'll see. Like I said, the graphics wise, I'm not mad at the graphics. It looks good. I mean, it looks smooth. So I don't know. Let me know what y'all feel about that, and I'll see y'all guys in the next one. Thanks, Let me stop recording.